Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Friday night speedrun stream here on the NKRP stream, making up for a lack of stream last night. And we are a little late tonight because I wasn't sure whether I was going to be streaming or not, but everything's kind of worked out to do so, albeit 45 minutes later than we would normally start. But we are now ready to go with some Metal Gear Solid 1 speedrun practice ahead of Oops All Metal Gear this weekend. Let's go! Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We are gonna sort of jump straight in. I'm not gonna spend too long sort of chatting and that kind of stuff because as I say, already sort of 45 minutes behind where we would normally be. Jen, hey. Welcome, buddy. So yeah, we're as I say, we're just sort of gonna get straight into it. Wrong one. I always forget which one I'm doing. Before we start though, I am just gonna pour myself a drink. I always said that I was hoping that because yesterday's stream was cancelled because I was at a work event. I was always hoping that I would stream instead today, and yeah, we've managed to get everything sorted out so that I can. I'm a bit boxed in at the moment. If I swap camera, wait for it. No, my camera swap isn't working. What's going on? Why is my camera swap not working? There we go. As you can see behind me, I haven't set this camera up properly, but as you can see behind me, there's a lot of stuff. So as I've previously said, oh god, I really should. Let's swap that camera back. Why is that not? My Stream Deck button for this isn't working, which is really weird. Hey, Godlob. So yeah, we're currently in the middle of decorating our bedroom. So tomorrow, everything's now decorated. Literally, like 20 minutes ago, I put on the last layer of paint to an area. Tomorrow we've got carpet fitters coming in to put the carpet down, and then hopefully that will happen in a good enough time because we're also having our new bed delivered, and I've got to put it together. So hopefully that'll all happen at good time so that I've got enough time to put the bed together. And then of course tomorrow evening is Oops All Metal Gear. A whole weekend on GDQ Hotfix celebrating Metal Gear Solid speedruns and the Metal Gear speedrunning community, which is going to be fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to that. At the moment, I'm running this what we're practicing right now, Metal Gear Solid 1, and then on Sunday I'm definitely commentating the Metal Gear Solid 3 race. I might also be commentating for Twin Snakes. But I'm not sure because Snake Socom, the runner, reached out and asked if I'd do it, and I said, yeah, that sounds good. And then I've had nothing since. Yeah. Well, I gotta sort that out. Yeah. Let's get into it, shall we? I've already set our options up. Everything's ready to go. So we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Start.
I did not hold L2 and R2 very long though. This might be a false start. We'll find out in a minute. I did try and practice this a little bit on my phone whilst I was away, but really struggled a bit with like trying to do weapon glitch on my crappy phone controller. This is Metal Gear Solid 1. The original for the PlayStation 1. Although I am playing the Master Collection version, not the fastest version speedrun. It was kind of hoped that the Master Collection would be the fastest version speedrun, but the loading times for it plus the disc swap takes quite a bit of time. It means that the playing on a PlayStation TV or a PlayStation Vita or a PSP, because it's all the same. Hey, Nitrous. is still the fastest version. So if you want the fastest version of this category, you do have to play it on the preferred method is a PlayStation TV or PS TV. One of these. If you've got one of these, play it on this. It has some problems in mainly that the input lag is a bit of a nightmare to deal with. So you have to prepare for the fact that there's a little bit of input lag. But other than that, it's the loading times are fine. You can still hook it up to like a GIMX so that you can have your controller inputs on screen, things like that. So all the stuff that I usually do. I haven't actually done this category on a PSTV yet. I probably should at some point because it should automatically be a slightly better time. But the Master Collection's like, if you really only need to worry about that if you're like grinding out for world record or top 3 or something like that. If you don't really care and you just want to do a run, just do it on the Master Collection. It really doesn't make that much difference. It's not enough of a difference to say, oh yeah, never do it on the Master Collection. I would definitely not recommend doing this speedrun on an original PlayStation or on a PS. Actually, the PS2 with fast disk speed isn't too bad. It's the PS3. The digital version of this on a PS3 is like the worst version. The loading times are just appalling. I haven't actually done it myself, but yeah, it's recommended. It's recommended to avoid that version at all costs. And the Master Collection's so accessible now. Jesus. Hello to you too, right, Swig. Oh, helps if I get through. Yeah, I did. Oh, I won't lie, I did. On a rating of 1 to 2, 1 being didn't miss you at all, and 2 being I missed you so desperately I thought I was going to kill myself or something. Because I can't. In that case, I'm going to have to go into decimals. So that's not your fault. I declared what they meant. Oh, just run through that guard. Huh? That did escalate quickly. Yeah, that's, as I say, that's on me. That's on me. I decided that that's what those 2 extremes were going to be. I say extremes, the bottom one wasn't that much. It was just, I didn't miss you at all. Yeah, I think you could go more extreme than that. I didn't miss you so much that you weren't even caught, like, you returning here means nothing to me. Your very presence back on my stream offends me deeply to my core. Is how much I didn't miss you. So let's go 1.6. How's that? How's that sound? 1.6, 1.7? That sound all right? All right, we followed the rats. The rats have taken us outside. Let's see if we get this right. Damn it! It was a fast elevator as well, and if the fast elevator had worked correctly, and I'd not pushed the button a second time, we'd have got in there. Oh well. Oh, and I'm going down to B2 as well. Why did I push up twice? Well, that's a big time loss. But I really tonight should be on no resets. Lovely. Yeah, there's a few different ways of throwing that chaff. One other method is, as soon as you come out of the vent, is to throw it directly to the left over the tank, because it actually sends the guard down instead. But it can be a bit it can be a bit difficult to do. I've seen a few different versions of where you can throw the chaff grenade. The other one is you can go and flip the guard instead, but you have to be very, very quick. If you're not quick enough, you'll throw him in the wrong direction, and he'll turn and look at you immediately. You want to throw him behind the box. So yeah, it can be a bit tricky. Yes, you can also knock at the bottom of the tank, but that's much slower. Well, not much slower. But because I deliberately don't take the alert in the heliport, which is what the world record pace run does, it does mean I get 1 free alert for big boss rank. So technically, even though we got spotted and I took some damage, I'm still on big boss rank right now. But that's it. I've had my 1. Oh yeah, yes, it is way more consistent. That's better. So yeah, it does mean I've had my 1 free alert now, so I can't take any other alerts apart from the 3 mandatory alerts that we'll get, which is Tower A, Tower A climb, the bit outside the command room, and one other. I want to say and the escape. What is GDQ hotfix? How can you not know what GDQ hotfix is? I've only been talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks because I'm now a hotfix showrunner.
It's showtime.
Yo. Like I could understand it if it was just this Oops All Metal Gear. But I've been talking about hotfix for weeks, as I say, because I'm a showrunner.
Had enough.
So I will therefore explain. It's not like we've got anything better to do during the prison section, so I might as well explain it. So the GDQ hotfix is a daily show that takes place on the Games Done Quick channel when major events aren't on. So during GDQ week, AGDQ, SGDQ, and during like special events like Black in the Flash or Flame Fatales, GD Queer is coming up. I believe next weekend is GDQ Express because they're at PAX. So those kind of things, they do put hotfix on a hold. But any other time of year when the big events aren't on, GDQ hotfix happens every day except Thursday, unless something needs to be moved. Then Thursday's the normal night off. And so throughout the week, there are 2 shows every night. And then at the weekend, there's usually some sort of special event. And this weekend, the special event that's being put on by Jiggy is called Oops All Metal Gear. It's part of the Oops All series that Jiggy regularly does, where they have basically every single run over the weekend is from a specific franchise. So you could have Oops All Zeldas, they're all Legend of Zelda games. Oops All Mario, Oops All Sonic. You get the idea. So yes, Oops All is finally heading to Shadow Moses and everywhere else in the Metal Gear universe with Oops All Metal Gear. So we've got loads of runs over the weekend. We'll kick off tomorrow with what's the first run tomorrow? I'm the second run. For Oops All Metal Gear, I'm getting paid nothing. That is, as a runner, as talent, you do not get paid. As a showrunner, yes, you do get it. So Jiggy will be getting paid. And there are certain other support people in the background who will also get paid for their work. Whereas my show, so I said that during the week there are 2 shows a night. I am now a showrunner for one of those shows. So every other Friday, I host Fast Travel, which is my show. And yes, I get paid for that. I won't tell you how much I get paid because that's for between me and GDQ. But I will tell you it's triple figures per episode, which is pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised when I actually found out. I seem to have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Twin Snakes at the moment. Yo, I still love it. I still love it because I still to this day genuinely, despite how much time I'm spending with Metal Gear Solid 1 at the moment. There's my extra alert gun. Oh, and I've been shot. Yep, we're gonna redo this room. Despite how much I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 1 at the moment, I do still think Twin Snakes is the better speed one. Far better speed one. Way more interesting. So much more going on. The route's a lot more interesting. Obviously, oh, what is going on? I just didn't feel like my buttons were working very well there, and I'm just getting punched to death rather than shot. There we go. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I just got caught on the corner of that barrel. So there, I got caught on that door frame as well. I'm just... Oh, and I wasn't... Oh my... What am I doing? I just keep getting caught on stuff and it's throwing me off and I don't know why. Like, come on, Nick. This is ridiculous. There we go. You've got plenty of time here, so I might as well, slow it down. The main thing with it is the engine's just fantastic and it works so well. It's why I love MGS3, because MGS3 is just a slightly modified version of the same engine. Personally, I'm not a big fan of speedrunning Metal Gear Solid 2. I find it gets a bit dull. There's not a lot actually happens in Metal Gear Solid 2. Some of the boss fights are really good, but a lot of the boss fights are really cheese. Like Vamp is complete cheese. Fat Man, I wouldn't say Fat Man's complete cheese, but Fat Man, there's not much, particularly on the easier difficulties, there's not that much to Fat Man. I think my opinion of Metal Gear Solid 2 will change when I finally go back and learn a harder difficulty. Hey, Deagle.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses?
At the moment, the highest difficulty I've learned from Metal Gear Solid 2 is normal, because there was a normal tournament a few years ago, which I took part in. Actually, I took part in and I helped organise. So yeah, I learned normal for that. And normal's a bit more interesting. Oh, I can see that my my dropped frames is actually quite high. I'll check to see whether that's encoding or recording. Encoding or I wouldn't call it normal. Yes, I can see I've got 10% drop frames, which is not great. Which is weird because nothing's different. I haven't done anything differently today. OBS has had a slight update. I've slightly tweaked my own OBS layout because Andy Lippy and StreamUp came out with a fantastic update. But you can now nest You can now nest and put your scenes in folders. I had a different plugin for organizing my scenes, and it's just been made completely redundant now that we have a way of having scenes in folders. I don't know what's called. I don't know. Steam shouldn't be updating anything like that, but yeah, I'm seeing my signal strength drop a bit, which is, I say, weird. I'm on standard setup. I've got a few more smart bulbs in my house. Maybe they're using up my Wi-Fi. That's not it. I'm trying to think what. So I haven't actually answered the question. What's the first run of Oops All Metal Gear? Metal Gear Solid running Phantom Pain. There you go. That's the first run. So kick off with Phantom Pain. Then it's me running this. Then I want to say it's Joseph Joestar running Delta. I think that might be it for day one. If I recall correctly, day one's pretty short. No, I think day one is also the co-op Peace Walker run, which that's going to be really cool. So yeah, Peace Walker, Pythonicus, and I forget the name of the other runner. Then day two, if I recall correctly, day two kicks off with Totsi Gaming running Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Then I believe it's House Test running Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. Then House Test again with a bonus run running Metal Gear Solid Mobile. And then it's the... then I think it's Twin Snakes. Or actually, Twin Snakes might be a lot earlier than that. Hey, Boobskip, first try. I am living the best life ever because I beat the video game. I am living the best life ever because I am out of the spiral of shame. I'm the best of video games. We haven't got beef with him. But I made one... Oh, whoops. I made one slight criticism of him once. And forever held on to it as I've got beef with House. Twin Snakes is in there somewhere. Yeah, I think it's Metal Gear 2. Then maybe it's Twin Snakes, then Metal Gear Solid 2, then Metal Gear Solid Mobile, then the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater race, which I'm commentating. And then it concludes with Metal Gear Solid 4. Don't want to be too close to that. Oh, not first try. Oh. I hate trying to do this a second time. Oh god, that's close. Oh god, I'm close to that. Oh. I'm not sure if I can now do this. I'm just using up all my grenades. No. No, you can only attempt this twice. Hey, Callista. Speaking of the Metal Gear Solid 3 race, here's Callista. Callista Rain is racing against Delfino Plaza Guy in Metal Gear Solid 3. It's Snake SOCOM running Twin Snakes. It's Sergeant Silent running Metal Gear Solid 4. I think I think that's everyone that I mentioned. I think it's Bradderfield who's the other Peace Walker runner. I'm really looking forward to it. I did, yeah. You're proper hyped. You were proper hyped for it. Oh, come on, what is going... Why? Huzzah, finally. Whoever mentioned it on Tuesday's stream, thank you. I see exactly what you mean about the ration now. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go so hard on it. I've already had one person in reaction to one of my posts about it say they think it might be the best Oops All trailer they've ever seen. So I don't think they usually go quite that all out for it. I did go and check mine, and I can confirm that the reaction I'm pulling in that video is from when I first discovered that I'd hit Foxhound in Metal Gear Solid 3. It's that run. Ooh, I left that final chaff grenade a little bit late. It's on a thread of lies. I did see Bracon though a momentary ago, so welcome, dude. Sorry that I am completely checked out of Delta and all Keratons, all Geckos at the moment. I do not have any time at all for Delta, because as soon as I finished this from next week, I'm back on Unmetal in preparation for Preventathon. I was thinking maybe I'd do half and half, but it's Preventathon's going to sneak up a lot quicker than I'm expecting, I think. Yes, he did pronounce Shadow Moses, Shadow Moz. I'm not quite sure why. A quick Google search would have determined that. But yeah, I'm really excited to be back on Metal. It's been quite some time. I haven't made it easy on myself because I offered an incentive. So the run that I am scheduled for is any % hard. So I'll be doing some any % hard practice, which shouldn't be too bad because any % hard is like the run that I know very, very well. It's kind of like my best. It's one of my best speed runs, full stop, that I do. So I'm not too worried about that. What I am worried about is the donation incentive is to upgrade it to all achievements. So that's going to be interesting to get back into. Is that emote Jinx? Oh, wow! It's like freaking flu. That's a lovely Jinx emote. Oh, I do need to give 2XKO a try. They released the release cinematic for it, and it looks and the cinematic was awesome. Now this one, oh what? Seriously? Usually I get this one right. There we go. 2 attempts for that as well. Crikey. Yes. Oh, there's Kate. Oh, that's cool. Oh right, they were drops for Arcane. Oh, that's cool. I've not seen those before. Yeah, 2XK, and from what I understand from various people, it's 2XK is pretty good as well, as far as fighting games go. I'm not that big on fighting games. I love Super Smash Brothers, but you can't really compare Super Smash Brothers. It's not Super Smash Brothers is not a typical fighting game. My favorite fighting game of all time is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But I've played quite a lot of Mortal Kombat 2016. I played a lot of Tekken 3 back in the day. I played a little bit of Street Fighter, but not a lot. But I've never been any good at them. So I have no idea what 2XK is going to be like. But from what I understand, it's not bad. And it's all League characters, so I can at least, you know, I definitely want to play Teemo. Can't imagine some of my main League of Legends characters would get in though. The day Malphite is released, that's when I'm in. They freaking put Malphite into 2XKO. That's where I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm in now. I did pick up ammo. Yeah, I did pick up ammo. That ammo returned. Ammo's not supposed to return. No, that. That's because I slightly hesitated because the ammo. Nivea's not in it. It's a fighting game. I can't imagine Nivea will make the roster anytime soon. I believe there's 11 champions so far. Here we go. Let's see if I can do it. I get 6 for free because there were 6 in the release cinematic. So those were Ari, Echo, Warwick, and Yasuo. Those were the 4 main ones that were in the cinematic. And then right at the end of the cinematic, it also had Blitzcrank and Ilaoi. Then other characters in it, you got the arcane characters that are in it. So I've already mentioned Echo, but Jinx and Vi are both in it. So that's 8. 8 down, 5 to go. So the other 5 are Darius, Braum, Teemo. So right now, draw a blank. Who are the other 2? I think I've named 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, 9, 10. No, 11. I've named all 11. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be a reset room, isn't it? Yeah, just kill me now. Yeah, I think I named all of them. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, all 11. I did get all 11. That's better. Also, I just had the bad luck of the crane being all the way over at the front. It's really difficult to deal with because you gotta. The main problem is that grenade's about to explode in your hand. You've gotta get rid of that grenade. Yes, safety ration, which I almost definitely need. I don't think there's been any other teasers yet of other champions that are going to be included. The thing that people were getting annoyed about was most of the... Sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb. Oh, I should have equipped that. I should have equipped that ration straight away, shouldn't I? Or maybe I didn't need it. That is the only good thing I have done all run. Oh my god. After all that. After all that, I then freaking absolutely slam out one of the best cargo elevator fights I've ever done. That was insane. I had a practice of this the other night off stream, and I did that fight. I didn't have any health, so I just had to. I had no ration. I had nothing. I couldn't get shot, and it took me a good 10 attempts, and I just bust it out after so much of this run's gone terribly. Oh, crazy. But anyway, let's go back to our metal, which I'll be picking up again next week. How many people here haven't actually seen that run? This is something that I've kind of read over the last. It's been well over a year now since I last showcased it, and I won't have done any streams of it in the meantime, because really now with Unmetal, the only time I ever stream it is if I'm about to showcase it and I need to practice. So I'm in sort of the year and a half since the last time I played it. I do know that my audience has expanded a little bit. I have quite a few different regulars, so I'm assuming there's still quite a few people who haven't seen Unmetal. I would love to see new people running it. I do have a tutorial for easy difficulty. There's a few different resources. Like there's a save pack available, and there is the unepic speedrunning wiki. So, which for the most part, the wiki's pretty quiet and pretty low on information, except for Unmetal. Unmetal, every single category is fully fleshed out with complete written guides, and then there's videos and stuff. There's loads. I loved that game so much, and I just put so much into it. The last time I showed it off was the last time I appeared on GDQ Hotfix as a runner. I'd do it. It'll give me a reason to go back to it and try and beat it. Yeah, this is the last time I was a runner on GDQ Hotfix, as opposed to a showrunner now, was to show off Unmetal 4 Passion Projects. Because I used the opportunity to talk about the fact that I've, as well as run the game, I've pretty much fleshed out every single category. There's the wiki. There's all the resources, all the time, all the showcase. I've probably showcased. I might have showcased Unmetal more than any other game across various things. Yay! Delfino Plaza's guy's here as well. It is going to be sick. So everyone, please welcome Delfino Plaza guy, the other half of the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater race on Sunday against Callisto Rain. We've got both runners. Both races are now in the channel. I'm so privileged to be able to commentate for that race. It's going to be a blast. I'll have Vermilion with me as well. Vermilion's one of the best Metal Gear Solid 3 speedrunners out there. So yeah, it is. I genuinely think that race is probably going to be the highlight of the whole thing. I really do think with the runners commentators, and the fact that it's the original MGS3 and it's a race is gonna. I do think it's gonna be the best run of the whole event. I know I'm trying to toot my own horn a little bit in there. If I was truly trying to toot my own horn, I'd say that Metal Gear Solid 1 run is going to be the best one, but I don't think it will be. I think what's going to be cool about my run is that when Metal Gear got a gold split. When Metal Gear Solid 1 is shown off on the main stage, and MGS1's been on the main stage quite a few times, but twice in recent memory. The last 2 times it was on, it was all bosses. All bosses tends to be what's shown. I just need to concentrate on here for a second. I've decided for safety, I'm just going to flip that guard now. So yeah, the last two times Metal Gear Solid 1 has appeared on a GDQ main stage event, it was all bosses. So this year, SGDQ, SGDQ 2025, Metal Gear Solid ran all bosses, and that was the PC version because this was just after minimal install had been found. So like, you know, world records and stuff had come down, and Glenn did a lot of work on that, trying to get the time down. And then a few years prior to that, basically the first event after the Boba Skip was found, Metal Gear Solid, not only was it Metal Gear, it was Metal Gear Solid console, so we had the console. I might want to. How many alerts am I on? Oh, the rat's not here anyway. So it was console, extreme, all bosses. So it was kind of like the definitive showcase of everything Metal Gear Solid 1. But the huge thing with that one was it was the finale. It was that was the final run of the entire show. And one of the things that GDQ tends to do with the final run of the show, they obviously they do a lot of donation incentives and bid wars, and stuff like that. And what they tend to do is that most bid wars and incentives will only open like a few hours, you know, maybe six hours before the run starts. But the final run of the whole thing, they tend to have a bid war that goes on throughout the whole thing. One of the most traditional ones, we see it quite a lot, is Super Metroid. Quite often, Super Metroid will be the final run, because the bid war for that goes on throughout the entire event is kill or save the animals. So if you know I think it's Super Metroid. It could be a different Metroid. I'm not that big on Metroid, so I'm not overly familiar. So if you know your Metroid's better than me, and I'm talking out my arse, I say it's at the end of the game, you get a choice to either immediately escape. Whoops.
Looks like the key doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's because we're not going to that terminal yet, Snake. There we go. Yeah, you're given the choice to immediately. I don't know what it doesn't actually matter what weapon I have here. To immediately leave and get to your ship before the planet blows up, or you can take a side trek, take a little bit longer to escape, but you save the animals. So it's always like, do we go fast and save the frames, or do we go slow and save the animals? So the kill and save the animals has been a traditional sort of throughout the entire event kind of bid war. But because Metal Gear Solid 1 was the closer, it was save Otacon or save Meryl, and so that was a running bid war throughout the entire event as to whether it saved Otacon or Meryl. And if I recall correctly, Otacon won. We did. I think we repeated that for my Twin Snakes run. I think Otacon won that as well. My Twin Snakes one also had a tuxedo incentive, which sadly didn't get met. All right, well we're on the downtime bit here. So yeah, because I'm actually going back to the original conversation, what I was trying to say, because the last 2 times MGS1's been on the main stage, it's been all bosses. It won't be as remembered in sort of the general viewing audience about what happens in any percent. I know Glenn did a hotfix with Metal Gear Solid 1 not too long ago. I think it was before GDQ, but I think that was this. I think he was doing the same run again. I think it was still all bosses. So yeah, it's been quite a while since an any percent run of Metal Gear Solid has been on a GDQ event. So I think it's going to be interesting for people to see that this is what this is, and these tricks, and weapon glitch and boba skip and managing health and all of that. So I think it's going to be really cool. Even if there is a lot of downtime of us just chatting. I am looking forward to this run being done with. I am going to check the PAL key because I had another practice run recently. Oh, nice. Well done. Oh, I knew I'd thrown that a little late. Oh, I've probably thrown that chaff grenade a little early. We'll see what happens. I'm fine. Where was I going with all of that? So yeah, that's what I think with the run this weekend. I think it's going to be really interesting and cool for people to see. I think prior to the 2 all bosses runs, I know Plywood. I'm pretty sure Plywood did an any percent run for GDQ on the PC version. That was probably not long after the PC version kind of got ripped apart, and God mode and GME and all of that got discovered for the first time. Because that's kind of the thing with Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 1 gets back into GDQ really when there's been some sort of big discovery. I mean, that's the same case with a lot of games. A lot of games only really go back to GDQ because something's changed. It's not really the kind of thing that you want to repeat the same run over and over again. There are some games that do. Some games runs that have been on before, just because they're so successful and they always bring a lot of hype and a lot of money, they do just repeat them over and over again. I think it helps if it's a race or something like that. Yeah, I doubt we'll now see Metal Gear Solid 1 back on a GDQ main stage until something major changes. PAL key skip. When PAL key skip finally happens. For my Twin Snakes run that I did for SGDQ 2023, that really only happened because Prozac skip got found. And we shaved 2 minutes off the run with 2 Prozac skips. So that's why I got him. I think one of the exceptions with certainly for Metal Gear Solid has been Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 3 actually has had quite a few outings in on GDQ. I think the main reason for that is because MGS3 has a really good set of category extensions. The Solid 1 and 2 don't. The category extensions are a bit dull. They don't really do a lot. And some people have run Metal Gear Solid 1 category extensions. Nobody really runs Metal Gear Solid 2 category extensions. Dog tags isn't classed as a category extension, and really Bracon's the only person who runs dog tags. But MGS3 has some more interesting category extensions, and so that has been a thing. So, for example, we've had I've done all keratins for disaster relief. There was a race a couple of years ago, Vermilion versus Apache, doing all camos. There was GDQ. I think it was GDQ just gone, or a GDQ just gone. Apache was back doing invisible enemies. Because with the master collection out, there's now mods and stuff that we can do stuff with. So MGS3 just has a little bit more interesting stuff, and I think that would be one of my big pieces of advice to any Metal Gear speedrunner who wants to get something into GDQ that isn't well. This time round, it's almost certain Delta is almost certainly going to be in. I would put money on Delta being selected, but as a result of that, I do feel like Delta will be the only game, the only Metal Gear, which is one of the reasons why I haven't submitted to AGDQ this time round, because I'm not getting in as a remote runner. I'm not getting in with Delta because they'll take a live runner. And I don't think they're going to want to take anything else. I think they'll stick with the. Sometimes they do take 2 Metal Gears, but it's rare. So that's sort of my take on that. So what I would say for the future of Metal Gear in GDQ, let's do this, and just I don't want to get killed by the steam. So yeah, what I would recommend to anyone who wants to showcase Metal Gear Solid, any Metal Gear game in a future GDQ mainline event, for hotfix and for online events and stuff like that, you haven't got too much of a problem. But if you're really interested in showing off a Metal Gear in a GDQ event, you need to find something different. You can't just submit any percent again. Like Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably the best example now. I very much doubt, unless something massive change, a huge skip or something massive is found, nobody's going to be interested in seeing Metal Gear Solid 3 any percent. It doesn't. I don't think it brings in a big enough audience for GDQ, because it is, as much as we all love it, it is still a relatively niche game. It's stealth. It's a stealth action series from Japan. With and most of the games in the series are 15 at least. Just a quick glance over at my cabinet, and yeah, I'm seeing 15s. I didn't realize Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance was an 18. I suppose it is very, very gory at times. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 15s. So it's not particularly family friendly either. So I think if you want to get in with Metal Gear, you kind of need to have a niche. You need to have something sort of really special to go with it. And I think the if you want to see a runner who is a good example of how to do that, the best example is Apache Smash. Apache has gotten various Metal Gears into GDQ events and other events because he's always finding different things to do with Metal Gear Solid 3. So yeah, that would be my advice to anyone who wants to run Metal Gear in the future at a mainline GDQ. You need to find something different, something special to do with it. It's got to be something entertaining. Something that people are going to think is cool and fun and special. Caw. Your other alternative is to find one of the more niche Metal Gears that hasn't really been showcased that much and get a really, really good quality run in. Of every Metal Gear game that I know hasn't been on a GDQ main stage and really does deserve to be there because of how unique, special, and interesting it is, I really still think there is a slot for Ghost Babel. I don't think Phantom Pain's been done on the main stage. The problem with Phantom Pain is it's very long and it's just a lot of running around. Like Survive would never get in because again, it's very large, it's quite long, and it's a lot of just running around and not doing a lot. Plus, the problem you got with Survive is it's online only, and so you got the problem of if Konami decides to take the servers down either permanently or just down for maintenance during your allotted runtime, you are screwed. I think Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is probably due another turn. I think you'd need something special. You need something interesting to do with it, because if you're going to run it, you've got to try and distract everyone from the fact that the last time it was on, a cheated showcase was shown and that runner got banned. So the reason things like Peace Walker and Portable Ops and stuff don't really get shown is because there's a lot of just hanging around waiting. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to mash. Yeah, there's a lot of, it's very stop, start, a lot of waiting around in menus and stuff like that. Alright, into the Metal Gear fight. I don't have a backup ration this time. My execution of this fight has been going pretty well recently. Still wear the body armor just to be on the safe side. Oh. Stop, I ended my lean a little too early there. Only one hit's fine though. Can't do it. Alright, phase 2, we deliberately take some damage here. Beautiful phase, absolutely spot on phase 2. Really pleased with that. Though my split there suggests that I was 9 seconds behind. I can't do that 9 seconds quicker. I need to address that split. There's no way I could do phase 2 of Metal Gear Rex 9 seconds faster. So I'm gonna remove that. Remind me of the end, folks. And despite all the issues I've had with this is still within estimate for Hotfix. So that's alright.
You might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one.
I have been doing a little bit of practice on this, just repeating this fight over and over again to try and get better. I was cheating in my previous bit. It's because when I first restarted doing this, some of the splits were in wrong places and stuff like that. How about you, Snake?
How about you, Snake? Nice shot!
Well, that wasn't what I'd planned to do. For some reason, I just went straight into... I went straight into zero throw. Which I'm not doing it. I'm not trying to do zero throw at the moment. I'm trying to do double throw, because zero throw is just... I'm struggling with.
Darn, no keys. I got him. Let's go. I got it. Snake, jump in.
It was still good. It was still pretty good in the end. I got into a bit of a bad position, so I had to sort of rejig it and move around. But I'd be reasonably happy with that if it was a proper run. I mean, this is a proper run. I've never single throw's the one thing I've never really attempted. I know there's a couple of different versions of single throw, but it's not one that I only ever really. I've done double throw, zero throw, and I have for the memes done like quick step. Seven. Wow, I only got shot once at that checkpoint. That was great. Yeah, like quick step is the fastest version of the fight, but it is so precise. It's ridiculous.
It's not over yet.
Liquid.
Oh. This is pretty good so far, though. Oh, nice. Only the one so far. Oh, liquids. Swerving about so much. 3 more hits to go. And he's down. There we go. We're not going to watch all the credits because there's no point, because we already know that this is a failed run. Well, I say it's a legit run. Where if I have actually completed it, this is a completely legal run. It's just 2.45 minutes behind my PB. So yeah, we're just gonna reset from there because there's not really much point. I think I got 1 gold split, so it's something's gonna hit. Right, I'm gonna go and redo that Rex Phase 2. Yep. Yeah, I'm seeing Rex Phase 2. My segment time for my PB was 1 minute and 9 seconds. My best segment's apparently 48. So yeah, that's clearly not right. My summer best is still under an hour, which is good. That would be pretty sweet. I actually can't remember what the world record is for this category at the moment. Let's have a look. See, have a quick look. Speed on the car, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, I have a notification on speedrun.com. It is... Oh, Blackie's now taken up Metal Gear Solid Delta. Glitchless console European Extreme world record of 102. Crikey. Delta is so much faster than 3. Right, any percent PC and console Extreme. The world record for this category is done on a PSTV. The world record is 58 minutes and 58 seconds. The fastest PC version of this run is 1 hour and 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So if I could get this, if I could, if all of my summer best is correct, I could certainly, sub-hour would be amazing. I don't think that will happen. I did reset fully, so I do need to go in here and do that. We'll get kicked off straight away. We need to get these runs in tonight.
Start.
I'm hoping to. I know my practice recently hasn't been great, but I usually perform better in a marathon setting anyway because I'm concentrating a lot more. I'll have commentators as well, so I'll be able to concentrate a bit more on the run whilst they chat. But also, I've given myself a decent estimate. My estimate's 115. So that gives me enough time to deal with things like boba skip not going correctly, weapon glitch not going correctly, and we'll discuss it during the run and talk about the fact that one of the difficulties about running Metal Gear Solid 1, I don't know why I picked up that ration, one of the difficulties about running Metal Gear Solid 1, particularly any percent extreme, is your run's not guaranteed. This run that I'm doing right now is not guaranteed to... certainly Big Boss isn't guaranteed. You're always guaranteed to finish. You can always finish a run. As long as you don't softlock it yourself, and there are a few places where you can softlock it, but as long as you don't softlock it yourself, a run can always be finished. The thing that is never a guarantee is Big Boss. You cannot go into a run and 100% guarantee that you are going to get a bit, unless you basically, the only way to guarantee Big Boss every time is to not do the boba skip. Weapon glitch you should be able to get away with, because weapon glitch isn't RNG. Weapon glitch is down to execution. It's just because it's so precise, often feels like RNG. But yeah, I would say the only way really to guarantee Big Boss rank in this category is to not do the boba skip, because that's the only bit of RNG that deals with your health. Every other bit of RNG in the game can either be avoided or it doesn't impact how much health you take. And once you beat Wolf, it doesn't. Once you pass Wolf 2, then it's fine. It's just that small little section of damage abuse. You know, Boba Skip immediately followed by Weapon Glitch, immediately followed by Wolf 2. You have three really horrible bits of damage abuse. None of them are guaranteed. Because as I say, Weapon Glitch isn't RNG, but it kind of feels like it sometimes. And then following that, if you don't get an extra ration or you don't have enough health, you've then also got to do cargo elevator without getting hit, which is not the easiest thing to do. One thing I don't know about the Master Collection is whether the weapon memory works. So if you run this on console or on emulator, one thing that you're encouraged to do is load up a set. In fact, I'm going to try it after this, see if the Master Collection still retained it, which is load up a save of the heliport, or load up any save. It doesn't matter as long as it's past the dock. Load up any save where you've got chaff grenades. Equip the chaff grenades. I think you have to equip the chaff grenades and then put them on your and then unequip them, so they're ready. They're just not equipped. Then quit the game, start a new game, and once you picked up the chaff grenades from the heliport, the weapon has still retained in memory, and you can immediately just push R1 to equip them, rather than have to open the weapon menu. It doesn't the way I'm resetting the game. It doesn't work because I'm actually resetting the game. I'm not still going, if that makes sense. Yay! I got in. I got in without an alert. Happy days. All of a sudden, my times are better. Yes, gold split as well. That's because I did that better. I've been meaning to change the way I do that stepping. So I've been doing 6, 4, 6. So six to the left, 4 up left, and then 6 up. And that's actually not that efficient. The more efficient way of doing it, because by going 4 up left, you're going further left, to then go up, and then once you finish the last one, you just go to the right. You don't have to step count for the right. You just go right until you get into the door. The more efficient version, which I just did then, which is why I got the gold split, is 6, 3, 7. So 6 to the left, 3 up left, so you're not going quite as far over to the left as you would do with 4, and then 7 up, so you make up for the fact that you've only gone 3 up left with 7 up, and that was much better. That got me that gold split. I don't think you can do 2 up left, because I think if you do 2, you don't get round the barrier. Step counting isn't something you really worry about on console that much. It's much more important on PC, because you're going out of bounds a lot. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Snake, it's showtime.
Oh, that's cool. I've not really thought of that before. Is running up left not slower, though?
You win.
'Cause it is known that Snake running at a 45-degree angle is slower than running straight. Or certainly running straight up, which is why, particularly on PC, we do what's called flutter stepping. Back when PC didn't have full 360-degree angles and you only had the 8, the up, down, left, right, and the 4 diagonals, we used to do what was called flutter stepping, which is where you'd hold up and then tap the direction you wanted to do it. You wanted to go in the diagonal, because that was quicker than just going up left on a 45-degree angle. Oh yeah, of course, because I'm doing it now, and Snake's not running at a 45-degree. Yeah, doing it right now, and yeah, he just runs along the wall. Yeah, that makes sense. I think you just need to keep an eye out for the moment that he moves up. Oh well, we are stuck in prison again. It's yes. Bye, Johnny. Off he goes. I'm looking forward to this run tomorrow. It's the first time I've done Metal Gear Solid 1 for GDQ. I've only done Twin Snakes and MGS3 for GDQ. Done Twin Snakes twice, Hotfix, and then main stage. I've done MGS3 once, which was Disaster Relief, done quick. And I've done Unmetal once, which was Passion Project. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid actually only marks the third Metal Gear game that I've done. 4th game that I've done. Nice. I thought I already did it. I remembered, thankfully. So I have reset that that best split. Right, let's not screw this up this time. Oof. I got pretty close to that guard then. Seriously, what am I doing? Now look, we have plenty of time in here, so that shouldn't be a problem. Well, I say plenty of time. I don't actually know how much time I've got here. Like, does a guard come back or anything? Am I going to get spotted? No. You still shouldn't hang about. I'm only just in the green. One thing I do need to start thinking about, though, is what I want to do once Unmetal's out of the way. So once Preventathon 6 is done, I've done the run. I'm not going to be coming back to Unmetal again. I spent my time with Unmetal. I really enjoyed it, and it's still nice to pull it out every so often, but it's not something I can do sort of long term again. Obviously, I still want to do Delta. I still want to do all keratins or geckos, but I don't think I want to just spend all of my time doing Delta. I think the time has finally come. I've been talking about this for like a year now, but the time might have finally come to learn something new. Still Metal Gear, probably. I still think I'm gonna learn a new Metal Gear. I'm not gonna branch out and do anything different. Unless I get I get a really good idea or something. There's no new games coming out that I'm interested in for speedrunning. And there's no old games that I really want to go back to or anything. Wop. Little bit of health back. Yeah, the question obviously is what? So if it wasn't on, oh, I do actually want to change. I want to change to grenades. If it weren't, other the fact that it was on so late, I'd watch the Peace Walker run. Have previously said because we are now in the 10th anniversary. This year is the 10th anniversary of Phantom Pain, September 1st, 2015. So technically until Phantom Pain, until September 1st, 2026, Phantom Pain is 10 years old. Then it turns 11. So I'm not saying that I'm going to necessarily learn it in 2025, the year it turned 10, but I do want to try and learn it within the year that it is 10 years old. So yeah, Phantom Pain's definitely up there. The only thing is with Phantom Pain, it's going to feel very similar to Delta because they're very similar movesets. That could be an advantage because I'm going to be used to it. Could be a disadvantage because I could be a bit bored of it. I don't know. All right, come on, first try Boba Skip again. That'd be lovely. Be lovely. Three, 4, stun, stun, oh no, oh, I'm probably gonna get shot. Nope, Boba Skip has failed me. Took me far too long to get into position to start with, but then just RNG just was not on my side. And this is the thing that I was saying earlier. When you start a run over any percent extreme, unless you're not going for Boba Skip, you cannot guarantee I need to take a death. Unless you're not doing Boba Skip, you cannot guarantee that you'll get Big Boss. The problem is the flip side of that is if you don't do Boba Skip, you've got to do the tower climb instead, which is also quite nasty. It's not too bad because you just throw lots of stun grenades. Oh, I've done it again. I think I'm activating it too early. There, that's better. Yeah, I was cooking it far too early. Okay, so I've got a little bit of time to catch up. There is plenty of time save against my PB. I can't remember exactly where, but there is. Probably weapon glitch. Right, come on, Boba Skip. Be nice, please. No? Oh, okay. That's okay. That's okay. But that is the limit. You cannot do any... You can't go 3 times. And that counts for both weapon glitch and Boba Skip. You get 2 attempts at both. If you have to move on to a 3rd attempt, you have to take a death because you will not have enough health. Malor Rothman, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. Hello. Damn. Yep, definitely. Lovely, first try. Should be fine. Cool. No doubt, no doubt. God, that camera still... every gun turret scares me. Any gun turret where I am just beating it off a chaff grenade. So that gun turret and the gun turret just before the snowfield are the 2 gun turrets that I really, really hate the most. These ones are fine. We've got no worry of being hit by one of these because we threw the chaff grenade so much earlier. Caught on the corners. It's okay. I've already pulled back a little bit of time there. It says previous segment best 1 minute and 9 seconds. I didn't reset that, did I? I didn't have a reset on Com Tower B. That was first try. Yeah, that's another split that I'm gonna need to change because that's incorrect as well. Oh, that was all good. That's I'm gonna have no problems here getting through this door. Gold split, nice. And the other way, I unfortunately I think because Boba Skip took 2 attempts, I now only get 1 attempt at this one. That's fine, because this one I usually get first try anyway. That's gold split for Wolf 2 as well. We really call it Wolf 2 in any percent. We never saw Wolf the first time. And just going to play it safe with this one. There is a route where you can start running straight away, but I just can't. I can't seem to get it consistently at the moment, so I'm not going to try. Gold, gold, gold. I do wonder if that comms tower B split being incorrect is probably going to push my summer best back over an hour. Like even that split, 4.86 seconds. Like I couldn't have done that any faster. You know, there's always tiny little bits, tiny little bits of movement, but 4 seconds? Pretty sure I couldn't have scratched 4 seconds off that. Oh, no. Idiot. Just talked about the fact that I'm not doing the getting past the cameras quickly at the start. There's your 4 seconds. So yes, that could absolutely be done 4 seconds quicker. I'm deliberately choosing not to. I need to start going the other way when I do my weapon changes. More often than not, I go down, and going up would have been much faster. All right, next bit of RNG that we have to deal with. Firstly, where's the crane going to be? Secondly, do we get a safety ration? Unfortunately, you just do not have time. I've tried like trying to look with the PSG-1 to see where the crane is. You can't. I've tried stopping and looking, and you just don't have time. You can't. If you're any slower, the explosion of the grenade will set off the guards. No extra ration. Oh, gold split though. Bloody hell. And I'm now. There was the big time save of the run. I had to do blast furnace really slowly. Problem we got now is I've got no spare ration. And I'm pretty sure, looking at my health, I got to do this without getting shot. Pretty sure a single shot will kill me. So I pulled it out last run. Yep, I was right. Single shot kills me. This is the position I really don't want to be in. On, Oh! Oh my god. There we go. FAMAS. Oh no, it's SOCOM. Oh, of course it's it won't drop FAMAS bullets if you never picked it up. Okay, after a fashion I finally got it. That was an awkward final guard. Yeah, not a position if I can avoid it at all costs, I really don't want to be in that position. It is possible to still be on big boss rank and take a single shot during that fight. But in order to do so, Boba skip had to have been first try, and both weapon skips had to have been first try. If you do both of those first try, you will come into this fight with enough health to tank one shot. Obviously, you can get if you get a safety ration from the guard outside, then you can take multiple shots. But if you use that safety ration, you lose big boss rank. You are only allowed to use a single ration. Hang on, according to Live Split, I've used 2 rations. Did I have to reset there? I'm a bit confused. When did I use 2 rations? Oh, Boba skip. I used a I used a ration when Boba skip failed, didn't I? My Raven's got a lot more consistent. When I first started learning this run, I really struggled with that Raven fight. But that has gotten really consistent now. I'm really pleased with it. Pretty sure you still do that version of the fight in all bosses as well. So that version of the fight's not that uncommon. For GDQ to see at least, anyway. Because Extreme, I believe Extreme's the only difficulty where you have to do it that way. Not actually sure about Hard, because on Hard I think you can have 2 rations. And that's fine. I can't remember. Even that 2 rations might not be enough to tank it. Maybe you do still do that version on Hard. It's on easy and normal you don't. Easy and normal you just tank him and you use grenades instead. But that's also because you can get a lot more grenades on easy and normal. Now I have to check out Hard. I'm going to continue as I really don't think I need the safety ration anymore. So I'm going to stop taking it. The only thing about a safety ration here now is that it means that there's no chance of me getting killed by the steam in the blast furnace. But also, I'm not far off PB pace again, and not shooting this guard with the stinger is a lot faster. I've also started remembering to kit cancel that guard. I've been completely forgotten about kit cancelling. Yeah, it's not something you need to do that often in any percent. No, what? Okay, that extra shot. There we go. He didn't do it that time. He just, like, got off an extra shot before I could throw him. Incredible. Like, at least even more time. I don't know what kind of rat I had during my PB. But that's now 30 seconds behind again. I know, I can't remember if rat's a time save. Liquid will almost certainly be a time save. I haven't actually had a proper run lately with a really good liquid fight. Nice. There's the rat already. God rat. Looking at my time, it looks like I got God rat. Looks like I got God rat on my PB as well. So there's no time save. So I'm pretty sure the only place left for time save now, I don't know how good Rex was. Rex was probably pretty good because I'm pretty consistent on Rex these days. It'll just be liquid. Maybe a little bit on escape because my escape can sometimes be a bit off. I was getting ready. I had my thumb hovered over the codec button. I was ready to answer the codec, which we've already done. Yeah, anytime save I can get back from here by not shooting this guy with a stinger. The other thing to do, actually, I've already lost big boss rank. So screw it. Let's just do that. Rather than run round. Since I've already lost big boss rank, let's go for time. So not a lot, because the obviously snake stopping for the door is quite a slowdown. Probably makes more of a difference on the cold power key. Actually, it probably doesn't. Thing with the cold power key is if you get the movement exactly right, you don't trigger the camera anyway. I don't know how it's really weird how that one works. The other thing I could try this run, because I'm not shooting the guard on the podium anymore, and my Rex fight has gone a lot better. I could try not getting the spare ammo in Warehouse North, and tell you what, now's a good chance to try that. It's not something I would do during the marathon run. I would definitely go and get that ammo. Would definitely want to play it safe. But as we're in this sort of unique opportunity where I'm trying to find every time save available to see if I can, beat a run, this is probably a good opportunity to actually give that a go. Again, I've been getting that ammo for the longest time because my Rex has been really bad and I've needed the extra ammo. But these days, my Rex is very consistent. I'm absolutely 100% checking the card key every time now. I had a practice run the other day where I ran out of here after the timer had gone to 101, and the card key was and the power key was still yellow when I got to the end. Okay, so here we go. Here is going to be potentially one time save that's going to pull me back a huge amount of time. A good 9 seconds save not grabbing that ammo. We'll see how much ammo I've got by the end of it. 18 stingers on extreme for Rex. I'm trying to think if I will have an opportunity to change ammo, because we do get some more there. That's why we do that's why we go through the steam room on in the blast furnace to grab those 2 packs of ammo, because we've got to wait around there anyway, so we might as well. And there is ammo in the fight, you just don't really want to run over to it. But here, obviously, that's a lot faster than running around. That isn't that much faster. I mean, who knows? If we get into it and I've got... I think if it's 18 stingers, and we get them... I think we collect stingers in packs of 4. I haven't used any stingers yet. I will have an opportunity. I could use a single stinger to take out the camera on the in the middle of the 2 elevators. That would be another opportunity for a stinger use. But again, I don't really want to do that because I want to save the stingers for the fight. I would, with how consistent I can be with at Rex now, I'd probably say I'd want to have 4, ideally. I think I'd want to have 4 spares. Because I know grabbing both of those packs upstairs isn't necessary. Grabbing one of those packs normally would be fine, but they're right next to each other, so it's like you're not grabbing that second pack is saving you 1/3 of a second. It's like, that's not the thing that's stopping me from getting a decent time on this run. Yeah, I've got chaff grenades for this camera. This would be another pretty good time save, and I'm going to figure out a way of skipping these cargo elevators. So I was pointing the other way so I could afford not to do anything with that. I hate that camera. It's one of the most annoying cameras in the game. Just because it's random. So you can't... There's just no really nice way of dealing with it. Grab those stun grenades every time, it's not necessary. Oh, five stinger shots. Right, so now that I've got 24. 24, I need 18, so I am 6 clear. So yeah. I don't need to grab those packs anymore. That's another little time save. Particularly if I'm not shooting the camera with the stinger and I'm not shooting the guard with the stinger, I don't need these packs. We can start cutting those packs out. There you go. Again, that previous segment, 8 seconds. Well, I can't have done that 8 seconds quicker, because otherwise I'd have left without the PAL key changing. A lot of these splits are incorrect. My sum of best is definitely more than a minute. More than a minute. It's definitely more than a minute. It's definitely more than an hour. It's all down to liquid. Pretty much. I say there might be tiny little time saves in like Rex and Escape. For the most part, it's down to liquid. Thing is, even if this is a PB, I'm still probably not going to. Well, actually, I probably wouldn't submit it. The only thing is that I almost certainly won't PB tomorrow because I just don't PB in marathon runs. I always choke somewhere. I have PB'd in a marathon run before. One of my my Metal Gear Solid 3 All Keratons PB is from a marathon, or it was from a marathon. I don't know if it still is. Yeah, my European Extreme world record was from a marathon once. I think it might be the only time I've ever gotten a world record during a marathon. It is. I mean, it's great when it happens. The Horizon Zero Dawn run that I just had on fast travel last weekend, that was a PB. That was an amazing run. I'm still really excited. That episode hasn't gone to YouTube yet. I will share it when it does. Yeah, that I say the Horizon don't get me wrong, the A2 Racer 2 run was really fun, and very silly. But the Horizon Zero Dawn run was very special. I still haven't started playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Sorry, it was Horizon Forbidden West. The second one. That's the run. I still haven't started playing Horizon Zero Dawn, which I do have. I've got it installed on my PC. I've just never gotten around to playing it. I really should, but I will. Not on stream. We'll stick to speedrunning on stream for the time being. Yeah, so because I probably won't PB during tomorrow's run. No idea. I don't actually know if anything's been done with the VODs from the race. They might already be, well, because I can't remember how long they last. I don't think I recorded them locally. I can't remember. I might have turned off local recording because I was struggling a little bit. My PC was struggling to handle everything. But if no one's gone in and transferred those VODs to YouTube yet, technically I think I could. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm moderator for MGSR's Twitch. I don't know if that gives you access to export VODs. I don't know. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Certainly one thing that I've said to kind of the group that organised, the group that helped organise the relay, I've said, you know, if you want to do another event, I'd like to see all of this, that kind of shit get sorted out. You know, what's happening with the YouTube channel, what's happening with the Twitch channel. Perfect phase 1. Yeah, I've said I don't want to do another event until all of the other stuff is ironed out. It's fine for the event we did, because it was just kind of a, let's, you know, dip our toe in the water, make sure we can still do shit, use my new system and all of that, and yeah, so that was fine. But going forwards, particularly things like YouTube, yeah, that, as I say, if those VODs haven't done anything and I didn't record them, then we need to make sure we do, because otherwise we're going to lose it all. Forgot to put the body armor on. And we do deliberately take one hit. Oh, not that one though. Oh, missed a shot. Missed another shot. What? That was a bit nasty. But okay. Right, this is it. This fight pretty much now determines whether I get a PB or not. But yeah, I'm gonna finally finish what my trailer thought. If I don't PB tomorrow, which, as I say, I find I'm unlikely to, and I'm not intending to continue doing this run. I'd like to get Big Boss in this run, but unfortunately, because there's a lot of downtime, it's a bit grindy. It's not one that I can just keep doing over and over. I I enjoy this run. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy this run, but I don't enjoy it enough to be able to go over it over and over and over again. So my run tomorrow will probably be the last time I do this run for a while. So if this is a PB and tomorrow isn't, this is my PB that I need to upload. I need to check on speedrun.com what my current PB on there is, because it might not even be. I always say if it hasn't bumped me up any places on the leaderboard, I don't submit it. It's not worth it. Anyway, I need to mute my mic. Right, let's go for double throw this time as well.
Have at you, Snake.
Yes! I deliberately kept kicking him a little bit longer just to... sorry, kicking him. I deliberately kept punching him just a little bit longer to make sure he was far right enough for me to be able to kick him straight off. There we go. That is a 40-second time set. In fact, that was like a quarter of a second behind my best. There we go. Finally, a run with a decent liquid fight. Yeah, 40 seconds that is saved. In fact, 50 seconds, because we were already 11 seconds behind. So this will be a PB. Shame about the 5 continues this run has had. It just goes to show that I can really bring this time a lot further down if I just get a run where I don't die. Oh, I got shot, nasty. That's please, I finally managed to get that in again. That was a really good checkpoint. The RNG there to have me finish shooting the first guy and it knocked me immediately over to the far right guy. That was really good. That was lovely RNG.
It's not over yet.
Liquid.
Not yet, Snake.
You
Not
tried.
over yet.
One day, Deagle, you will get it spot on, and we will have like we'll be in a pure elation. We'll clip it and keep it forever. Oh, so I think I missed one bonus shot there. I do indeed. Oh, got one. Lost a little bit of time there. That's only going to be one only one bonus shot again. Oh, could they get the first shot in this phase straight away? And we were locked in. There we go. Should be good now. Oh. Lost a little bit of time during that escape. No worries. There we go. A new PB. So 33 seconds. So that is another. Assuming I don't mess up anything with the credits, that's another minute back. That's a 105. You shouldn't beat your meat repeatedly. I haven't beaten my meat. I've beaten my PB. So the only other bit of time here. I'll be muting the audio. There we go. I finally PB'd, mainly because I finally got a decent liquid fire. The only other bit of time to do here is Naomi has a very short cutscene where she says, you decide what you want to do with your life, go out and live or whatever it is, and that can be skipped. If you hold X, that cutscene can be skipped. So it's only like 10 seconds, but it's another 10 seconds. And who knows, I might have forgotten about it during my PB. Might be another 10 seconds we can claw back. That escape wasn't very good. But hey, it's a PB. It's good to PB. Oh, time we on. We got time. We still got time for one more run, so we will still do one more. See if we can bring this PB even further down, because we were 51 seconds behind. In fact, tell a lie. During Bobaskip, we were 1 minute and 15 seconds behind. So not only have we PB'd, but we've had to claw back 1 minute and 15 seconds as well. So yeah, it just showed there's so much potential in this run. It's just, I make mistakes, but also there's a lot of RNG involved. It is a very tough run. But if you are wanting to get into speedrunning Metal Gear, this is a very good run to get started with, because it's a very simple run. It's just quite difficult with some of the challenges that you have to do. Oh. Obviously, as always, I can hear the music, but you guys can't, because I mute it because copyright strikes. Thanks, YouTube. Oh, speaking of YouTube recently put out an update to it says it's their biggest streaming update in a while. And to be honest, it wasn't that big. There's little things like you can now do a test stream before going live, so that you can check everything's all good, and you can do a bit of a test and vibe before you actually go live. And I could do that before. It's called take a video recording. There's things like there's now built-in YouTube games that you can play. So if you're not sure what you want to play, then you can play one of the YouTube games instead. Again, not sure what you want to play and you're going live. Why are you going live if you don't know what you're going to play? A bit of planning goes a long way. I've done streams like that. I have done streams where I went into it without a plan, and they are the worst streams I've ever done. I've had streams where I've cut short because I'm just like, I've got no idea what I'm doing. This is a disaster. I'm just going to stop. And they've been shit. Let's go live and play the cool Discord games in a voice chat. I think some of them are kind of like that. and then there was I can't remember there was a couple of things that were supposed to improve discoverability and stuff, and it didn't seem useful at all. The only thing that I did genuinely find useful, that I think is really good, is that going forwards, you'll be able to stream to horizontal and vertical simultaneously. Now, that may sound like, well, I already do that already anyway. Technically, I don't. Right now, I stream 2 completely separate streams at the same time. My horizontal stream and my vertical stream, as far as YouTube is concerned, they are 2 completely different streams. And what they're going to do is they're going to streamline that process so that I presume what I do on OBS won't change. I'll still need to use multi-stream. I'll still need to stream my horizontal stream to my horizontal stream key and my vertical stream to my vertical stream key. The major difference excuse me, the major difference now is that on YouTube's end, it will consider it all one stream. So presumably, you now won't get the choice of whether you watch the horizontal or the vertical. You will simply click on the video, and depending on what kind of device you're watching on, it will choose for you. The other huge advantage is it will combine both chats into one, so there's no more worrying about, I've had a problem with StreamerBot for like forever, where sometimes, I've never found out the reason, sometimes any message that my bot puts out, or any message that I put into like StreamerBot's chat, will only go to one of my 2 YouTube streams, but it'll also go to that one twice. So instead of sending one message to 2 streams, it sends the same message twice to only one of them, and it's a real pain in the arse. I don't know if it's doing it right now. We'll check, because unless I'm actually looking at YouTube chat as opposed to the StreamerBot chat that I have that combines them all, then I have no idea. So that'll be a thing of the past, because it will just be one chat shared between the 2. So I do think that there's genuinely a really good change. It's going to be great. And if there's anything in edits, I must have not like skipped through the cutscenes quickly enough. But there we go. Oh no! Because of that random 2-second loss, I didn't get sub 105, sub 106. it's a 106.01. God damn it! The only thing I can think of is that I didn't skip through, because using turbo on codecs is a bit weird in MGS1. You kind of like they have to be timed properly so that they bounce off each the correct frames and stuff. So that must have been it, because there's no other time save in the credits. And the only other thing it could be is that there is some loading time, there is loading trick, and I haven't done the credits yet, so maybe my next run the credits will be shorter, who knows. There we go. 106.01 is now my new PB. Compare that against what I've got on speedrun.com. My current PB on speedrun.com for this is a 108.13. Now, this would only put me up one place. So I'm 10th, 108.13. 9th place is a 107.08. 8th place is 105.22. So it's really, and then after that it's 103, 102, 102, 101, 101, 59, 58. So no, it's by the looks of things, it's gotten even worse right now. I'm suddenly seeing. Have a look at my stats. Drop frames network. Okay, it's definitely down to network. It's not down to encoding. I'm dropping a load. I might have to cut one of the YouTube streams. I don't know why tonight. I don't know what seems to be causing problems with it tonight. Let me just have a quick look at. Let me have a quick look at YouTube and see what's happened with all of my. It does look like YouTube chat is working tonight, and it is sending out to both streams. The chat sending out to both streams correctly. All right. Well, my vertical stream is pretty quiet right now, so we're going to end. So if you're watching the vertical stream, thank you very much for watching. I do need to conserve some network apparently, so we are going to cut this one short for tonight. So thank you very much for joining in, and I'll see you in a future one.